Morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Morning Musings. Barely making it in the morning, but we're here and we're listening for a message from the universe about going for our big dreams. And by going for our big dreams, I mean going for the life that you truly love, admire, want. It's authentic to you. Just like living the dream, right? It's just like you're living the dream, whatever that means to you, right? And not sarcastically, actually, honestly living the dream. Kind of cool. It can be done. You can do it, right? Um, And, even if you have mornings like I had this morning where the morning just kind of got away from me, stuff showed up, things happened, had to go here, do that really quickly. It was like it was a morning and I didn't wake up early enough to get this done before everything happened. But you know what? It's the commitment. It's the commitment to your dream. And I have a commitment to be here every day. So, even though it is close to afternoon where I am, I'm still here. We're still doing these morning musings. Ah, living the dream, baby. Living the dream. Yeah. So we're here again to listen to a message for the journey today. Like, what's the adventure today? We've already had the few this morning. So, um, just getting in touch. Let's go ahead and get in touch. Oh, before I forget, we are utilizing Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck as our conduit for the message to come through today. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get in touch with who we are. And this is a kind of cool thing is you can restart your day, anytime. It could be 9 o'clock at night. You're like, restart my day, restart my day. It could be an hour after you wake up and you're like, I need to restart my day. It could be the middle of the day and we're restarting our day. Right? So, this is a way to restart your day if it's been a little crazy, like mine's been this morning. So, just closing your eyes, taking a moment, getting comfortable in your chair, and breathing. Yeah, breathing in and out. Just relaxing into your body, relaxing into your authentic self, letting everything else go, and just getting in touch with you. Mm. And I want you to notice your body and just notice those areas that feel good, areas that work without complaint. And you probably have to search for them because you're like, what areas? Oh, that area. Yeah, I haven't thought about that area, whatever area that is, of just working that you don't have to think. And I want you to thank it. Thank you, body, for working, for not giving me any trouble, for not demanding my attention or, you know, having my brain go to you because there's some kind of pain. You just work, you do your job, and I appreciate you. Mm. And I want you to think about now moving to those areas of pain, of tension, of your mind goes there. I have a couple of spots in my body, and I'm sure there are a couple of yours. And just find those spots. And these could be spots of consistent pain, consistent tension, where your stress is held. And I want you to realize that, especially with those areas that have been there for a long time, those consistent areas, they're protecting you. Your body is doing what it can to protect you from harm, mental, emotional, physical, as well as spiritual. You know, it's trying to keep your body safe, and it's taking some attention to do so because it's standing guard 24/7 against an experience. It could be an experience that was a continual experience. And so your body learned how to protect. Your body learned what it needed to do to stay safe. And that tension is a result. That's armor. And I want you to know that that armor can go away now. That armor can be released because that environment is no longer what's around you. That environment, those people, they no longer are a part of your life. They've moved on. You've grown up. So you can start to release. You can start to let go and relax. You will always have those skills. You will always have that ability to put that armor right back on if it need be. But for now, you can relax. You can take a break. And as your body is thinking about that, mulling over the idea that it can relax, I want you to focus in on your heart center. And see the boundaries that are there and go into behind those boundaries and find your divine spark. Find that spark within you, that spark that has always been, the spark that keeps shining even behind the boundaries, even behind all the protection. It may look dim from the outside, but that spark has always been there, and it will always shine, and it will always be there, and it is available to you. And as you pay attention to this, you start to see it shining ever brightly, ever more. And it grows and it grows. And as you see this light shining, I want you to imagine the soles of your feet opening up and reaching out into the center of the earth and pulling in and inviting in the energy of creativity, of abundance, of life force, of all the possibilities of what could be, and bringing that energy into your feet, your ankles, up your legs, into your knees, up your thighs, into your hips, filling your body, starting to fill your torso with that warm energy, that life-giving force, that foundational support that the earth gives us. Everything we need, we have, and it is given from this earth energy. It's all at our disposal, all the tools, all the sustenance, all the nourishment, all the encouragement fills us, and it connects as it reaches that heart center, moving into the shoulders and down the arms. It connects with that heart center and says, yes, let's play. Let's play. And that divine spark within starts to shine even brighter. It's connected. It has a playmate. It has all these ideas, all the creative possibilities. And as that energy moves up into your neck and into your head, I want you to imagine the top of your head opening up into the universe and reaching out, touching the big picture energy and all the knowledge of what is, and bringing that energy down into your head, filling you with all the ideas, all the possibilities, all the knowledge of your path and your big dream and your divine spark, that gift that this universe gave to you when you were born so that you could give it to the world. And as that energy flows down behind your eyes, I want you to imagine that you see your path. It's there. It's lit up with starshine. You can see the twists and turns. It's like a road map out in front of you. You see the hills and valleys. You see where the rocks are and the trees and the path and all of the things. You have the tools along the way that you can pick up to navigate some of the obstacles that are there. And it's all laid out, and you can see it. You can see the choices of the different ways to go to get to your big dream, to allow that gift to shine forth on this earth. And as you imagine that energy flowing down in between your ears, you start to hear the calling of your dream, the calling of your gift to this world. And you hear anything that supports the journey. And anything that does not support the journey turns into white noise and requires no attention. As you step onto the path, you start moving forward, and that energy moves down into your throat, into your neck area, and goes behind the boundaries that have kept your voice small and allows you to speak confidently, clearly, concisely, with compassion about your big dream, about moving forward and the path you're doing and the things that you're learning, so that you can speak out And as that energy moves down into your shoulders, down your arms, it touches the heart center and reconnects with that divine spark. And makes it shine even brighter, knowing that it has all the knowledge it needs. It has all the creative possibility, all the energy that the earth and the universe and that you bring to this path, to this journey. And I want you to imagine that that starshine, imbued with all the energy of the earth and the universe, bursts forth beyond the boundaries of your heart, breaking through the cracks and the fissures, shining light to every cell in your body. And that in turn shines light out into the earth through your communications, through your connections, as you go through your daily day. And know that you are on your path and all is well, and you have all that you need. Now, our card today is come to life. Come to life. You are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say, and at times it seems very convincing, but it is not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. Beneath habitual thoughts, there is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It is so far beyond what the mind is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have to make is how to deal with it. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring joy, but it could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. It could bring all of these and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, write, enact rituals, sing, or dance your feelings to help the energy flow. Don't hold back. Create the space for yourself to do it. In this process, you are uncovering the artistry of the universal creator. You are honoring the sacredness of life by exploring it without restraint. And that includes the flow of your feelings. You don't have to do anything with them other than express. You may want to analyze or you may not. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are getting in touch with feeling. Learning how to access your feelings allows you to learn how to access your intuition, creative inspiration, and genuine internal guidance. These aspects flow from the same place and are often couched within your feelings in the form of emotions as well as physical sensations. The journey underneath the mind and into a sensual emotional connection with your feelings, emotions, and body is for a sacred purpose. It is a part of your path. You are one of the sacred but powerful minority that have chosen to come into a body and live consciously within it. That may seem like it applies to everybody, but when you experience it for yourself, you will realize that this is actually rather rare. Hmm. There are plenty of bodies without a spirit really residing within to care for, love, and honor them as a sacred animal. Fortunately, this minority is powerful enough that it can keep human culture in balance, but only just. We need every single one of us that is capable to be aware of the task and move beyond the mind and into the body. This is especially so if you have drawn the oracle of Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. You may feel drawn to read the guidance of that oracle once you have completed the healing process below to support you on this part of your life path. To come into your sensuality, you will need to anchor your experiences. You may be blessed with relationships that are conscious enough to be interested in your journey in a constructive rather than controlling or undermining way. If so, talk, converse, share. If not, then you will need to be more resourceful in how you support yourself through your awakening process, at least until you attract some more conscious connections into your life. It is likely that these connections are already on their way just because you are working with the energy of this deck. This is especially so if you have also drawn the conscious connections or collaborative dreaming cards or feel inspired to read one or both of those messages after you have completed the healing process below. You can support your own process by scheduling time for yourself and keeping to it like you would the most important date with destiny. So get to writing in your journal, do your dances, paint your pictures, create your creations. Be kind to your body, listen to it, and let it be alive. Even in times of pain, know that there will also be ecstasy and bliss as the process of healing and awakening continues. The message of this oracle is be alive. Don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You are too awake for that now. There is no falling back into old ways. If you do so, it will be short lived and you won't feel the same as it used to. You may grieve this. You will certainly eventually celebrate it. You have crossed the threshold from an old way of being in an old life, and try as you might, you cannot return. It is better to let it go. Grieve if needs be, celebrate if needs be, or do both and move on to into this moment. There is another adventure awaiting you now. You need a deeper connection to your own instincts, body, feelings, and intuitions so that you can receive this new calling. You can trust in it too. Embrace it, and it will embrace you. Come to life. Paint your picture. Write your story. Let's do the healing process. Big breath. We're still connected. And this says, lie quietly and play some beautiful music that you love. Allow it to move through your body as though the sound is pure energy and you are as light as air. Let the sound feel good. Let your cells receive the sound energy. Feel the music rattle about in your body as if the sound waves are making your cells vibrate. They are. Let there be life. Get up and move if you wish. If you have emotion arising, be with it, but don't hold on to it. Let it rise and fall as it will. Be in this process as long as feels right for you. Feeling you have had enough indicates that you have completed the healing process for this oracle. You may wish to repeat this exercise daily for several weeks. If so, choose music that feels right for you each time. You can then see the difference this healing process has on your well being, your energy levels, and the ease in which you access your intuition and feelings. Also, note the clarity in what you perceive. You might be surprised at what a little music therapy, consciously received, can do for you. Coming to life, allowing yourself to be, finding that music that moves you, the music of your life, of your big dream. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching these morning musings. If you've been enjoying them, please hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget that bell up there somewhere that will notify you when I go live next, which I do every day. Try to be consistent about the time, but life happens and you got to flow with it. And it's all good. It's your commitment to life. It's your commitment that makes things happen, that brings you to life. It's that commitment as your paintbrush of the painting. Be with that commitment today. Namaste. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I'll see you tomorrow.